And welcome to another edition of A Preacher and His Work. We have so many great gospel preachers across our country and around the world, and this is our way of helping you get to know them just a little bit better. We are recording from Polishing the Pulpit in Sevierville, Tennessee, and it is always great to be able to be a part of this great work, and it is very good to have Brother Paul Mays with us today. Paul, I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Thank you. It's a privilege.
What congregation are you currently worshiping with?
I worship with the Westside Church of Christ in Salem, Virginia.
And you've been involved or are involved in a lot of different avenues when it comes to spreading the gospel.
Many different avenues, many.
What all are you involved in?
I preach on Added to the Church of Christ Acts 247 Facebook page. Every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, we go live. We have interactive Bible studies where people ask questions and we give Bible answers for them. I create memes every week, several memes every week that address current topics that are doctrinally pointed, short, sweet, to the point, mini sermons. I write and record a cappella hymns. I record a new one every week and write original ones. Some of them are straight scripture, and all of them are at least 90% scripture and entirely scriptural. They teach, they edify, they admonish, and all glory goes to God for those, and then it's intended to build up the saints.
Well, what motivated you to head in this direction and become involved in this kind of work?
It morphed. I was getting, what happened was I saw error being posted online, and I couldn't just say, well, that's wrong. I had to prove it with the Bible. So it continued, and I grew in knowledge, to where, the word is hidden in my heart, and I'm always ready to give an answer. I'm set for the defense, and I'm ready to boldly proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ anywhere, anytime. Anytime anyone wants to learn about the Bible, I'm ready. In any forum, personal, in private, in person, online, anywhere. I just love the gospel. I love the truth. I love God, His Word, and Jesus and His merciful plan for salvation.
I love that passion, and I'm so thankful that you have that and that you're using that to further the kingdom. Mm-hmm. The last question that I have, and for me, it's one of the most important questions that I can ask, is when you involved in the work that you're doing, when you look at the world, if there was just one message you could share with the world, what would that one message be?
One. There is such a repeating theme of one throughout Scripture. One God, one Lord, one mediator, one Lord, one faith, one hope, one faith, one baptism. There is just one way. You've got to be in Jesus' one pre-denominational church if you want to go to heaven, and I want to tell you about that. One way of salvation, one gospel to obey. 1 Corinthians 15, 1-4, don't believe it in vain. You got to do something about it.
Absolutely. Jesus said Himself in John 14:6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And that is a message that the world needs to hear. Mm-hmm. I appreciate everything that you're doing for the kingdom.
Thank you.
I appreciate you being with us today.
It's a privilege. I've written that song into a hymn. I've written that passage into a hymn. I am the way, the truth, and the life. It's one of my more popular hymns.
All right.
I've got the Church of Christ. I've got the Lord only built one church. He that believes and is baptized will be saved. So many scriptures are easily written into good hymns that hide the word in your heart.
Well, keep it up. And
indeed,
like I said, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. And I look forward to being with you next time on A Preacher and His Work.
To God be the glory, great things.
The preceding program was a production of the Fort Payne Church of Christ TV studio located in Fort Payne, Alabama.